Hello and welcome to the Owl Upstairs Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today and sitting in this sacred space as we ask Spirit for any guidance and messages for your February 2024 health and wellness and spiritual reading. So today we're going to draw 3 cards in 3 runes, and I will have you tune in with your intuition to pick the very best cards that you feel like resonate with you, and then we will draw additional cards in each reading today. So Spirit, could you kindly share with us the very best cards for piles 1, 2, and 3? I'm seeing 1, and I'm seeing 2 and 3. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see what we have today. We have Jingle Dress Miracles. We have Storytelling Connection. And we have Earth Mother Surrender. Beautiful. Okay, and then let's draw 3 runes just to also help you with the energies of each pile. All right, so pile number 1's rune, please, Spirit, is this. And then pile number 2's rune. Oh, we have the blank rune. Ooh. Okay. And pile number 3. This rune. I love that. All righty. So take a moment and tune in to the energy of each of these piles and ask Spirit to guide you for the very best messages for health, wellness, spirituality for your month of February, or any month whenever you stumble upon this reading. The messages will resonate as this is a timeless reading. But if you're watching here and now, this is for the month of February. And if you would like to skip ahead to the reading that best resonates with you, there are timestamps in the description box below. And I will see you so very soon in the readings. Hello, pile number 1. You are drawn here to the rune of Anzu, which is all about communication. And you were also drawn here to the Jingle Dress, which is all about miracles. And as I tune into this energy, I'm hearing to shake it off, and I feel very light, and I see all of this spirit energy around me, guiding me and showing me the way and helping, I feel like, to clear something that you've been either stuck in, or there's been some like fogginess or something where we've not really been like unsure about some type of communication with something. And I feel like we're gonna obviously dive into more information here in a minute, but I feel like you're getting some clarity this month from Spirit around something either with your health and wellness or something that's been causing you a lot of stress and then causing health issues. But I do hear shake it off. So let's see what else we got from Spirit today. So Spirit, could you kindly share with us for pile number 1 the overall vibe for their month of 2024 of February for their health and wellness, their spirituality? Like, what's the overall vibe, please? Thank you. So we have the Despicable Face. That's interesting energy. Okay, we'll honor that. And let's draw one more from this deck. So Spirit, could you kindly share with pile number 1 the overall vibe of, oh, I'm starting to get some messages and see things a little bit differently. Okay, so new supportive connections and status quo. Okay. Pile number 1. I feel like if you have not already seen something relevant, or something like maybe you didn't see coming, or something that happened that you're like, whoa, it took you by surprise. You were not really expecting this type of communication. I do feel like it all came to light for a reason. There is a reason for this. And the shaking up and the shaking things off was important because it allowed you to walk into a new type of energy with people that are more aligned with your light and with your resonance right now. I feel like you're holding yourself upright and you're holding your head high. So even if people are perceiving you or situations or things that you're also communicating as muddy, I feel like you're being called to just create your own. It doesn't matter what they think. It's like create your own beauty, life, miracles, follow your path. Okay, so when I'm tuning into the energy of this card, I'm hearing save some face. You know you've only got one. I think we're getting a perspective change here, but in the best way, because I feel like there's something that we were not seeing, not communicating, not being honest and upfront with ourselves about. And I feel like the miracle here that we're experiencing is that we're having this big shift in our perspective, not only within ourselves, but I think with the people that we surround ourselves with. And part of this shakeup energy, this reverse status quo, is that you are opening yourself up to seeing a new perspective, which brings in miracles. Because sometimes there's parts of ourselves that are messy, and then sometimes there's things that we're ashamed of, or don't like to tuck away and pretend like they don't happen, or there's just things that we're not like super. It's part of life. It's part of being a human being. And I think the miracle here for you with your health and wellness and with your spirituality is that Spirit's gifting you all of this support to see things through the eyes of truth and love, to then provide you with new people in your life that support this new revived energy. I feel called to use one more deck. Let's use this one. Use the Archangel Michael card because I feel like there's this one, thank you, and actually this one as well. So pile number one, let's see. Welcome abundance into your life. Prosperity is on the way. Have faith that Source will heal your financial challenges. And let's see what this one is. Prioritize self-care. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. I love this. Okay, so if you have not watched my love and relationship reading, I feel like there is a message that connects to one of those piles. I can't recall which one, but if you're drawn to that reading, perhaps there is some pearls for you with that, because I feel like there's some health things and some people that you're surrounding yourself with and how you give and receive energy, love, abundance, connection with people that is out of balance, that we are actually harmonizing. Like this is co-creating with Spirit a new way of living, loving, being from the inside out. Gorgeous, gorgeous energy. I love this so much. Let me see what else the Spirit has to say. All right. She just snagged me. Let's see why. I feel like there's somebody over your shoulder, like watching or witnessing something that you're doing in the background, and maybe you don't even notice this going on quite yet. I don't feel like she or the person or the energy is a threat, but what it makes me feel like is being open and curious to, I think, different perspectives. Maybe let me get clarity on this despicable face. Spirit, could you please? I know we had that message come through earlier, but could you kindly help me understand? The Wheel and Two of Wands. Okay, and then, well, we'll just take them now because we asked for it and they gave. So thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we have the Wheel and we have the Two of Wands underneath this card. And I think I'm going to put these cards over here. So we have the Five of Cups and wow, the Nine of Cups. What a stark contrast between these two energies. I feel like that one goes here and this one goes here. Okay. I feel like we're like making big moves. I mean, yes, with the wheel, we have things turn and change and like a, turn of events, but this is like quick expansion this month, or like the tide turns quickly. Okay, so let me tune back into the energy when we're talking about this energy looking over your shoulder, what this is. I think this is a gamble or a risk for you because I feel like it's like kind of been there in the background in the shadows for a while. Hold on, I'm hearing another song. The shadow in the background of the morgue. Okay, so this is something that has something from the past that has, I think, lingered around for a while, and you see it for what it is, and you are ready to move on, or you're ready to expand. And I think this is something that this was very hard. This was very it was disappointing. It was very disappointing. But I think you're ready for this change. Amazing. Change, sometimes when we navigate it, there's two aspects to navigating any change. The higher polarity of change is that we get all of these new things, new abundance, new, energies, new people. It's exciting and it's joyous and it's free and it's light. But then there's also this like other side to change where it's sad to leave the past behind. We have to grieve. And grief is an emotion that can come in large polarities as well. So you can be in the depths of grief, or you can be just like bummed about something not working out. There's polarity to that as well. I don't feel like we're swinging to and fro like the pin, like we're not doing big extremes. Like I think we were a little upset and we were disappointed and lost that this didn't work out, or like that we were keeping something maybe behind closed doors that has been around for a while. However, because you're risking and you're taking a gamble on expansion, and because you're listening to Spirit and all the guidance that Spirit's giving you this month, the abundance and the joy and the wealth and the freedom and the liberation that comes from this is like next level. Wow, and this is so exciting. Self-love and self-care is going to be very important for you for your health and wellness, 100%. This transformation process that I think you're getting ready to have the wheels of life change, some stuff, the energy, like what I'm seeing is like a dial, and like it's not like we're way turning up the dial and we're not turning the volume down really low. It's like we're changing the station. So instead of it being like a volume, it's like we're going from channel 25 to channel 26. So as we go from like one station to the next, and honestly, what just came to my mind was perhaps you're going from like one state of consciousness to another. Like we're surrendering an older aspect or like a pattern within our consciousness, and then we're going from like the 3D to the 5D, or like, quantum leaps would be like changing the channel. And as we do that, we have a lot of things that we experience emotionally, but there's a lot of highs that come after we fully process and let go of the change, which is so exciting. But during those processes, I feel like self-care is going to be so important, because the more you take care of yourself and the more you keep yourself grounded and level and just like feeling fulfilled internally, that's when you also see the abundance on the external come forward. Because if we're really low, feeling low on the inside, it's super easy to perceive everything on the outside through it, that lens of like exhaustion, grumpiness. And so the more we feel fulfilled up on the inside and we're like, yes, life is good, people are great, I feel wonderful, woohoo, we're going to attract and bring in so much more happiness. And this is not something this is just like embracing your authenticity as well. I think that's really important here to say too. So if you're new to manifestation or not, how we feel is always going to be our truth. And so we cannot turn a blind eye to our feelings. So if there is somewhere within our body that we have resistance to feeling something, totally get it, absolutely 100%. But the more you allow yourself to feel whatever you need to feel, take a break, get extra sleep, spend time alone, spend time in nature, whatever it is that helps you recharge your love tank is what I would call it. That's going to be a currency within your life that you will then receive even more of. So instead of it being like running on empty or, having an imbalance, the more you fill up your love tank, the more you have to then be able to share with others because you're automatically already fuller, if that makes sense. So there's deposits like that we can make in all areas of our lives. And this is so interesting that we're going this way, but I love it. So we're going to do it. So we have like a mental bank, we have a emotional bank, we have a spiritual bank, we have a health bank. And each day with every choice we make transactions. Okay. So the transactions that we make will either add or subtract to our wellness bank. Okay. So if you know, for instance, that you have a big project coming up at work, or there's certain people around you that are really draining, or there's a circumstance around you that's really draining, that's going to take some of your coins from your bank. So we need to make sure that we're prioritizing ourselves so that the coins that we give, we can then make sure we're replenishing those coins so that our bank is always full. And there's a difference between giving and there's a difference between taking, okay? So giving is coming from a place of us wanting to share, us wanting to do something because we love it, or because it lights us up, or because it's something that we're excited about, or we're eager to learn more. And then there's another energy, an energy of taking, where we're giving without being asked. Okay, and so it's really important to use your discernment as well, and to see things through the eyes of love, and to see things clearly without any filters. So perhaps some of this miracle work or this prayer that you ask for this month is for Spirit to communicate with you and see truth of people around you, of your own doing, making sure everything's give and take in balance and harmony, so that you're not giving to the wrong people, or you're not overextending your energy, because sometimes we do that too out of love, where we're just like, we have family coming in town, or, there's a big event and we just want to do more and more and more, and we're excited and we want to show them how much we care, which is beautiful. But there's a point in which we start to hurt ourselves because we're doing too much and we're giving too much. So make sure as you're navigating this change, you're just really keeping things in balance. So we're not oscillating between the low and disappointments and the really high highs. Because while you may and probably will experience both, it is how we choose to move forward and take care of ourselves as we navigate this transition and this change and this miracle, the tides that turn for us to grow, that will indicate how smoothly this goes for us, or how bumpy it might be. So really focus on all the blessings, all the love, all the abundance in your life, knowing that things are going to work out harmoniously as you navigate the change and release some of the old perspectives, people, places, experiences, and welcome the new. If you're holding on to any anger, resentment, regret, guilt, shame, forgive yourself, forgive others. Forgiveness is how we surrender and let go. Now, it's not always easy to do those things. I absolutely understand that. But the more you lean into, I love and honor myself, I accept myself, I take care of myself and my needs, and just really affirm all of these positive things about yourself, I think that's really going to help you be watered and grow and bloom into a fuller expression of you. So Spirit, is there any additional messages you would like to share, or would you like pile number 1 to know for this beautiful month about their spirituality and their health, wellness? Anything else, please, Spirit? Oh, Gracias. All right, perfect. Love, love, love. All right, we have King of Swords. Love it. I think you're getting clarity on some stuff that you haven't had for a while. And you're seeing things clearly. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. So whatever was kind of muddy and not fully transparent, now you see the light. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Okay. Let me scooch these on down so we have room for the new joiners. There we go. Queen of Pentacles. Yes. Look how I feel so grounded. I feel such reverence when I look at this card and I feel into the energy, pride for the choices I've made for myself. Just like, yes, excuse me, I did do that. Like, hallelujah, like, yes. So I feel like you're going to be very proud of yourself for making these changes and really sticking to them. Yeah, moving on. Literally, moving on. We have the light here. We have the light here. Moving on. Yes, we're moving on. We're shaking things up in the best possible way. Yay! New ideas. Yep. So again, we have the polarity between, really excited for these new changes, this new thing coming into our lives, and then also embracing that within change, there are tears because we're grieving and we're letting go. And that's so normal, pile number one. I think it's important for me to tell you that it's very normal to be so excited for these big, wonderful things that you're embracing. And then also, it's okay to be sad for what happened in the past and moving on. Yep, Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, wins the race with this. But look at how you've paved this path for yourself. I feel like you've earned this. 100% pile number one, you have earned this. You've taken every single one of these steps to get from here to there. And it's been quite a journey. But I feel like you're ready for something to change so that you can expand. So with the Three of Wands, I feel like this is going to be fun too. This is not something that I feel like is going to be, sometimes we can do trials by fire and it's like, oh my dear Lord, what are we doing? Oh my God, blah. I don't feel like that's what this is at all. I feel like this is more about like nurturing yourself, taking those step-by-step actions to embrace the journey for expansion. Something that just came to me too, it was if anyone's on a health and weight loss journey, January was a really big month for New Year's resolutions, and like mid-February is usually when about, probably, I don't even know. I used to work as a personal trainer in another lifetime years ago. And like mid-February is when like pretty much all of the New Year's resolution people stopped. And it's not anyone's fault. That's a very normal thing, but we just get back into our habitual patterns of behavior. And change takes time. And sometimes we get into our just, whims of excitement where we join in and we're ready, but then it kind of goes off to the wayside. And I feel like this kind of energy is you making a lasting change that you're committed to long term. So if you need to go back and refocus, reprioritize, reconsider anything that you started in January, pray about support for your health and wellness, pray about or do whatever kind of energy work you do to help yourself like realign with your spirit, your source, your God, your universe, whatever you call it. Prayer is just what I call it, but whatever you do to find that steadiness again within yourself, to realign your mindsets, to move on so that you can feel very clear about what you want, feel very proud of yourself, and expanding. I mean, they're not just looking at the destination anymore. You're here, like you're in this new area, like you're ready to dive in, you're ready to take action on this. I love it. I love it. Spirit's literally clearing the way. I feel you see the way, you see through this. You see that there are people in your life that are more aligned with you in this energy. So keep going. Keep going. Don't give up. Don't let the disappointments take you off track. Keep your heart in it. Whatever your heart's telling you to do, whatever Spirit's telling you to do, make sure your heart and mind are on the same page. You are going to be so proud of yourself for walking forward along this path. I just cannot reiterate that enough, because these new mindsets, these new beliefs, this new understanding your worth, understanding your value, understanding that every step you take matters, will pay off, even if it takes time. Don't be the person that gives up and quits, because if you do, you will not know if you could ever reach this destination, because those who quit don't ever see the end. It doesn't matter if it takes you, however long it takes. It doesn't matter, because once you cross the finish line, it's going to be so satisfying. So that's the wealth. Being able to be committed to what this is for you, pile number one. That's abundance for you, because you matter and it's what you want. Oh, I have chills and I just want to cry for you. I'm just so excited and so proud of you for sticking it out. So keep going, pile number one. Slow and steady wins the race, one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. Persevere. You can do it. Yeah. Pile number one, this is your reading for February for your overall health and wellness and for connecting with spirit. So I would love to know what you are doing right now, what you're trying to achieve, how you're taking care of yourself, the miracles that you're asking for. Please share in the comments below. I love to hear from you. And if you feel called to like, subscribe, or share my messages with others that you love and are supportive to you, if you feel like they will benefit from these, I would love that support from you. It helps so many people whenever they hear this kind of reassurance and just, positive and uplifting messages that are helpful for every step of the way. So if you feel called to share, I would really appreciate that. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I am doing those right now. You can hit the link in the description box below to book a session with me. And yeah, pile number one, I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will talk so very soon. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. You're drawn here by the blank rune and the card of storytelling. And as I tune into this energy, I hear we have a blank slate. So we have a new beginning here, a new opportunity. And I'm wondering if it's to change our tune, to change the stories that we tell ourselves, or like what has been passed down in the familial line, or what society has told us. I'm not sure yet, but that's kind of what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling like this is where we're going. But let's draw some more cards and let's just ask Spirit, please, for the very best guidance for pile number two for their February health and wellness guidance, information, spirituality reading for this upcoming month, please, Spirit. What do they need to know best? What should they be on the lookout for? Let's see. There's a lot of energy in these cards. Like, there is a lot of energy. Okay, here we go. We have wise salt. I was like, I almost said, I feel like I need to cleanse, and I just saged everything because I'm like, this energy is too much. We need to let some stuff go. And then here we are with like, out with the old, we're cleansing and we're purifying. Because salt is a purifier. It helps us to ground our energy, to release and to let go. And this is connection. And then we have sulfur as well. Oh, there's another one. Oh, wow. And we have lead. Oh, wow. That changes this a smidge. Well, not just a smidge. It changes this a lot. Okay. Something that's been weighing heavy on us. This woman's expression has changed. Now I see it as sadness and longing almost. Okay, let's draw a couple additional cards too, please, Spirit. Could you kindly share the very best guidance, messages, information for pile number two, what they need to know most for February for their health and wellness, and with spirituality, guidance, messages, the very best information that serves them, please. Oh, I feel three. Wow, interesting. This is a lot of cards, but I feel like each one of these has a match. Okay. We'll just go with it because that's what they said. We have honoring path. And how are we going to do this? Can you see that? Yes. Okay. And then we have deserving, friends, family, and guides. Okay, this does change it quite a bit, and I love it. Okay. And while we're just on this drawing kick, why don't we just do an Archangel Michael card? Thank you so much. Ooh, we're close to that fire. Don't give up on love. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. Beautiful. Okay, I love this. Yay. Soulmates. I don't know who's your soulmate or how soulmates resonate with health and wellness and spirituality, but we will see. Okay. Let me tune in here and see where we're starting. The flowers. Okay. I feel like you deserve the world, pile number 2. I feel like we're not allowing ourselves to have the world, though. Let's see. She's wearing this beautiful dress. She's got all of these gorgeous flowers. Castles back here, but I hear in the sky. Before I pulled all of these cards, I had some messages and things come through for me that I sometimes get for when I do mediumship readings, and I'm almost wondering if this has a connection to someone who has crossed over in spirit. Let me switch gears real quick and let me open up in a different way and see about this, because I really feel like somebody wants to come and share some messages from spirit. So give me one moment as I switch. Okay, so the energy that I feel now has to deal with clearing out any residue or bringing forward to the light something that has to do with this. And I will be transparent, pile 2. I'm not sure about the sulfur card. Lead for me means that there's something that's really weighing heavy down. Salt is this clearing, cleansing for you to make your way forward to what best serves you and your highest good. This is the piece that I'm not so sure about. This is what I think the main focus of your reading is, and this is what we need to rewrite the story about. This is what we need to start fresh and new on. You're being asked to not give up on changing this. If there's anybody that has connections, Pisces energy is also very much connected to the spiritual realm, dreams, emotional waters. They're very intuitive, sensitive, and connections with Saturn makes me feel like karmic, but there's something very disciplined about this. Pile number 2, I'm going to actually read the guidebook about sulfur so that I understand more about the energy of this card, because this triangle is just yelling at me and I want to be able to share the very best messages with you. So let me be transparent in letting you know that I'm going to read this and then I will be right back so that I can help deliver the best messages that support you for this. Okay, thank you. So we're going to read it together because I feel like this is important and I don't know why, but we're just going to honor it. So on an esoteric level, sulfur is the first of what is known as the alchemy as the tria prima, or the 3 primes, along with salt and mercury. Isn't it interesting? We have salt as well. And let's see. It is the threefold phenomena that symbolizes the uniting of soul, sulfur, body, salt, and mind, mercury. On a tactile level, sulfur is responsible for both the off-putting smells and the therapeutic properties of a mineral bath. We talked about if we didn't talk about taking a salt bath and purifying, I definitely had that come to mind. I don't know if I said that out loud, but that's wild. It soothes and it stinks, literally. To understand sulfur is to embrace a both-and mentality. Don't be discouraged if the meaning of this card seems to evaporate before your eyes. For now, keep in mind that what is gross contains beauty, what was, and that What is beautiful contains its own demise. Sulfur's job is to push the geyser up and out, dissipating the pressure. Don't be surprised if what appears to suck or stink soon becomes a great gift. Go deeper, visit the Sulfur Cauldron in Yellowstone, or to ponder the Red Lion. If the card appears with any others from the Tree of Prima, it's a sure sign that the link between them is underway. Okay. An eruption. An eruption. Okay, interesting. I think that you are creating the way, moving through something that has been told in the mind and body and spirit that has been heavy, and maybe in the unconscious realm, in the spirit realm, in the unseen world, that you are either able to see, feel, or are noticing and are ready to either write a new transcript and to purify and to burn and start fresh, or you're ready to bring this karma, this energy to light and let it go. There's something about this being the high road for you and taking care of yourselves and your needs before others as well. I'm hearing that you did it your way. You did it. I did it my way. I don't know who sings that song, but that's what I'm hearing. That you chose to do this your way, and that is your honoring path. Like, that is what you're being applauded for. But I do feel like there's an opportunity here, some inner beliefs, some. I think this is more about clearing the things in the subconscious, because with Pisces and Saturn and friends, family, guides, this is patterns that you've picked up unconsciously, perhaps from other people from your family lineage and spirit, patterns that have to deal with loss or transition. A mirror image of love. Mirror image. And I did hear soulmates earlier. Is this a lotus flower? I feel like that's a lotus flower. So again, coming up through the mud, coming up through the underside of something to be exposed and see its true colors, but in the best way. Let's draw a few tarot cards to get some more details on this, because this is a little bit all over the place. I'll be transparent with you, pile number 2. But I'm also wondering if it's because you don't see it coming, or you don't see it yet. So it feels kind of like it's, just because we can't see something, maybe this is the spirit element. Just because we cannot see our loved ones in spirit, just because we can't see our ancestors, our spirit guides, our, angels, guides, entities, like we cannot see with our physical eyes the astral realm, does not mean that it is not there. There are people who can see those realms with their physical eyes, and that's a huge gift. That's another story. But I feel like because we don't see it, we don't think it's real, or we can't grasp it, or like we don't understand maybe how to cleanse it, or like I feel like there's something about it's not something you can hold on to that needs to be released and let go. It's not like a physical item. This is something that you have to do that's like a mindset, a belief system, an emotional pattern, it's something that you tell yourself or you speak about, and it's always been there, and it's coming up for you to be able to transmute, release, let go, and shift. But now let's get some details on what spirit wants you to know about this, how it's impacting your health, probably making you feel really heavy. It's the second time we've almost had a card go into that candle. And for me, that's like, I was going to say trial by fire, but then I heard light the way, guiding light. Your loved one or whoever is in spirit, or your angels, your guides, your higher self, they're lighting the way for this to happen. Wow. Okay. Six of Swords literally is about moving on and starting new and fresh and beginning again. She's packed her bag. She's learned her lessons. She's got her coats, her belongings, and then she's moving on. If anyone's traveling or moving, this could also be a move that is very stressful because of the castle. Could also be a move in consciousness for some. But this move serves you and your highest good. So even if it feels heavy, this too shall pass is what I just heard from that. This too shall pass. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. Yay. Okay, so you're going from the Six of Swords to the Nine of Pentacles. This is like wealth, material wealth, joy, abundance, happiness, self-fulfillment. Like, look at her. I guess that's a cauldron maybe, or, something that she's like picking these beautiful, I would call them coins or like representations of abundance, and putting them in her basket. Because she's grown all of this. Oh my gosh, I just noticed these herbs. These look like bundles of sage. She's saging and creating potions, elixirs. Wow. Okay, hold on. This changes some stuff too. So the potions, the elixirs, the herbs, and you know what? I kept looking at this thinking that it was like wheat or, abundance, corn, something like that. I feel like you're creating something also, like if you're into herbalism or like magic, making some type of like purifying spells, like saging your home, like all of those things would be super, super beneficial for you right now. Learning and studying how to do this, like having an open mind to maybe some new ways of healing, I think would all be very beneficial. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Page of Swords, and we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, look at her studying and learning and swinging between spirit and earth. Spirit and earth, spirit and earth. Like there's this very interesting dynamic between you. I think you're probably learning, growing, studying some type of new, either esoteric practice like herbalism or like some type of medicine, sound healing, music, talk, like something with your voice, something kind of creative where you get to express yourself through your voice and your healing talents, gifts, abilities. Maybe mediumship, maybe you're a channel, maybe you're a psychic, maybe you read tarot, like whatever you do, I feel like you are this channel. For some reason, there's a block or a need to know that you can have, perhaps it's the abundance. Maybe you don't think that you deserve to have the money for your gifts or for your knowledge or for your abilities to help people heal because of a connection that you had. You can have this. Let me ask about this one particular. So Spirit, kindly share with me more about this card, please. Help me understand that one in particular. This one card in particular. Thank you. Wow, what did we literally just say? Oh my God, this is amazing. Okay, I love it when they do this because it's so confirming that it is about your wealth and your material needs being met. This dog is so loyal to his king, to his kingdom, and this is a king that serves people from the highest place. Wow. Okay, pile number 2. This makes me so excited for you. OMG. Okay, so you definitely have some type of intuitive gift, some type of knowledge, some type of wisdom, learning that you can share with other people and help them along their path. It can be something that's been in your family lineage. It can be something that you've been a guiding light to others. Perhaps you've just dabbled with only your family and friends and you've been like afraid to share with more people. I'm not sure, but you have this opening. You have this opening right now to step forward into this wealth, into this abundance. So don't get whatever you dream of, whatever you love, whatever your heart's telling you to do, keep doing it. Keep doing it. I cannot even encourage you any more than that, because it's going to lead you to so much abundance, so much, like, people are going to come and seek you for your guidance and your wisdom and your knowledge and your support and be so loyal to you. Don't let your fears get in the way. Don't let any of that mind chatter, old stories of the past, things that you're transforming, letting go, releasing, surrendering, all of that. By letting that go, you're opening yourself up to literally creating your own kingdom. I mean, this is crazy. You get the big castle, not in the sky. You literally get the castle on Earth. Like, wow. Oh my goodness. Pile number 2. This makes me so excited for you. Oh, I love when readings are like this, where you just get I feel this in my, when I can feel the energy going down to my legs, to the bottom of my feet, which I do right now. I feel like the energy is in my calves. So we're not quite fully 100% planted on the earth, but like, you are so close, pile number 2. You are, like, this transformation is going to open up the pathway for you in very, very big ways. Amazing. Oh, okay. Pile number 2. We're going to end on that note, because it just feels like such a good note to end on. I'm so excited for you. Please let me know what you do. I'd love to hear how you help healing others, what your gifts are, what you're learning, what you're studying, what you're starting. Like, this is so cool. So if you want to share your story in the comment section below, I'd love to hear from you. And if you feel called to hit that like or subscribe button, you will get notified every time I upload a video. And even if you want to share my videos with your friends, families, and loved ones, if you got value out of this and you feel like someone else would get value, it would just help more people hear these messages that they can receive benefit from. So pile number 2, this is your reading. I am currently open and offering readings. So if you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so by hitting the link in my description box, and we can have a one-on-one. This is what to expect for February, pile 2. I hope you have a wonderful month, and keep us posted, and I will be uploading the career, money, finance video in the next couple of days. So be on the lookout for that one as well. Have a great day. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. You're drawn here to the Earth Mother Surrender. What a beautiful card. And the rune of Degaz, which Degaz represents awakening, illumination, completion, hope. It is all about dawn. And so I think it's really interesting that we have, I see this as a full moon and not a sun. And I feel like it connects to your intuition and your perception with how you're seeing things right now, but in a very positive way. Like, you're awakening to your truth, to your heart, to who you are. And I feel like you intuitively know the path for yourself. And I feel like because you've seen things differently, or you've been given signs or, symbols, synchronicities from spirit, from source, about something that you've been going through, that it's given you a lot of peace, hope, tranquility, and given you space to let go of something that I feel like has been really heavily weighing on you, and you're getting peace in the best way. So pile number 3, let's go ahead and draw some oracle cards to give us a little bit more information here about your reading. So Spirit, could you kindly share with pile number 3 for February, their overall, thank you, health, wellness, and spirituality. We'll do that one. And then could you kindly share with pile number 3, very best cards? Yes, thank you. And let's also do the Michael one, please, Spirit. Oh, I feel like 2 from this one. And this one too. Interesting. This is the only pile that's had 3 from this one. Oh my gosh, not joking. Oh, there's 2. Whenever I was shuffling and saging the cards, before we did this reading, this card popped out as I was shuffling and just like saging in between to clear the energy. So I think it's so interesting that the Pluto card came back out. So this definitely wanted to be seen, along with Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer in astrology, and we learn big lessons with Chiron that helps us to also then more deeply connect to our gifts. I feel like you've been to the underworld, dark night of the soul energy. You've seen some things. You've come to peace with them, and now it's the darkest before it's dawn. And you're coming back from the proverbial dead, and you're here to share some of your gifts. You're here to be a guiding light. Golden opportunities. Look at these. Both of these have golden opportunities. Wow. Cool. So cool. You're cutting through some type of BS too, is what I'm hearing. This and whatever this is fate. Like this has always been something that's like what happened was fate. Wow. Cool. So we have the angels of the four directions. Yep. So you're being definitely guided. Very, very supported by this as well. This is something I feel like Spirit's called you to do, and is just you're gonna keep hearing the call. You're going, like, they're not gonna back down. So even if you're like nervous about it, or if you're like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? They are going to be relentless, is what I'm hearing. So don't back down. Okay. Oh my goodness, the way forward is open. You're not trapped. Opportunities and possibilities are around. I'll guide you to personal spiritual freedom. Wow. Yeah, you have been on a journey to the underworld. Okay. But you are not trapped. Be a light to others. Wow, we cannot make this up. We literally just said this. This is amazing. You have a powerful message to share. Shine your light so the world can learn from you. And yes, you are correct. You have listened to your inner guidance and made wise choices. Keep moving forward. So the way forward is open. You know the way. They know you know the way. They're sending confirmation and they want you to step up and be a leader. Okay, let me sit and see what other messages. What do we have going on here? Oh man. Sorry, pile 3. This is funny. Only because of the synchronicities and just the Spirit's so funny. Okay, so I keep looking behind door number 1. I'm like, I feel like, oh my goodness, let me hear what this is. This is like, so in my mind, I'm hearing like a game show, and it's like, dun, dun, what? It's Steve Harvey's game show. I don't even know what he's on, but that's funny. Contestant number 1, and you're picking between multiple doors. Okay, so we have doors 1 and 2. Door number 2 is what I feel like you're going to end up going with, whatever that means for you individually. But isn't it interesting? We have this. So here's the path, but like you're off the beaten path. Oh my gosh, and look at this. They like, I don't know if you can see this, but like the energy here in this, these connect. Okay. You're not taking the long way. You're taking shortcuts, and Spirit's helping to lift you up to be able to take these shortcuts because you have been such a powerful beacon of light, illuminated so many things for people, seen stuff for what it is. You have grieved, you have let go, you have surrendered, you've opened your heart and yourself up for this. You've gone to the depths. You've been on a freaking journey, pile number 3. How can you use these gifts? And maybe you were also drawn to pile number 2. I don't know. Maybe, so if you were, take that and, maybe check it out. If you were not, take what resonates. But I feel like there's some type of gift you have that's going to help people instead of having you yourself went on this path and we were like, Jesus, Mary, why are we taking so long? It's been more than 40 days and 40 nights. We've been doing this for like 40 years. What the hell? And you're like, people don't need to do this for 40 years. Like, we can just do this now because now I know how to do it. So it's so funny. So I feel like this makes you really happy. I don't think you were very necessarily happy and pleased to be trotting along the whole path, but you're now, if you're not happy, you will be very soon. You're on the way to joy and happiness. There is a secret passage, a secret way. You're going to be able, oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Pile number 3. Sorry, I need to get it together. I'm like so just excited for you. I have recently watched the new Disney Percy Jackson series. There are so many pearls. I feel like if you would check that series out, if you have access to watching that, you would get a lot from it. The reason why is the last week's episode was all about going to the underworld, and they had to go pass through a series of tricks and people to be able to get to the underworld to do their thing. And there were gatekeepers along the way, guides, helpers, things to help them from having to go all along this way. It was like instead of having to take this big long journey, they went from here to here because they had a gatekeeper or a shower or like a mentor. If you yourself are looking to be this facilitator, mentor, gatekeeper type of energy, I would say like 100%, if that resonates with you, I feel like you're going to be a rock star at this. It's really going to help people a lot. If you are not there yet, you're still on this path, you yourself might benefit from finding a mentor, finding a guide, asking spirit to help you to surrender and release, to find somebody that will help you do that, because I feel like you're being called to step into and share this experience. So if you have any hesitations, fears, anxieties about it, or if you need support, let's say you're writing a book, or if you, let's say you like are creating something from this experience or from your new illumination or like new insights, new beginnings. And for you, something that would be really valuable would be a guide that would help you with structuring the book, holding you accountable for like writing each chapter, like a writing support group. It doesn't have to be like a spiritual support group, but your story could be spiritually illuminating to others because you've yourself gone through this experience. And then that way you're sharing your talents and your vocation with people in the way that you know you need to share and you're being guided to share. But maybe you're just like having some hiccups. That like joining that type of group or like kind of thinking outside of the box will help you with getting on the like to the end goal. Like in I feel like you know what this is. 100%, I feel like you know what this is. So just keep taking steps on it, even if you have hiccups. And also, you might be inspired through like media, through different forms of communication, alternative like mythology. I would really encourage you to watch that show. It was really good, but I think there's going to be some weird like motifs or like threads woven into that series that you might intuitively pick up on that will help you along the path as well. So cool. Let's see what else we got. Spirit, could you kindly share with pile number 3 any additional messages, any additional transformations that they need to embark on, things that they need to heal, let go of? Because this also could be a pattern, a behavior, a circumstance that you need to release and transform because it's been painful. So, all of these. There we go. Let's see. Oh, what did we just say? Wow. Okay, so this is the other message to this is letting go of something really painful. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have Queen of Pentacles. We have the Two of Wands. The Nine of Cups. The Five of Cups. Three of Cups. The Strength card. Yeah, let's do there. The Emperor. King of Cups. And the Fool. All right. Okay, second message for you, pile number 3. Get really still. Get really still. Your intuition knows the way forward. You are, you went into the depths, absolutely. And you came back stronger than you were before. More grounded, more sure of yourself. And now I feel like you're ready to expand. You're ready to move on and find what lights you up, the treasure that lights you up. And it's available for you to move on from. Collaborations with other people, I think, will be helpful. We talked about joining that group. Use these examples in whatever way fits you. It's more about the energy behind what I'm sharing and how it best resonates with you. So a support group, maybe it's like for addictions, or maybe it's like mental health support. Maybe it's for, birthing your new creation, like writing that book, or, there's so many different types of support that we can seek and find while we're undergoing this transformation to help us get these guides, this, way forward, so you don't have to go along this, like you can get this shortcut through support, if that makes sense, to help you find your inner strength to persevere and keep going, and to have that really strong and stable foundation to make your move forward. Like, I feel like you've done all of the underground work, like you have done and sat in all of this stuff, and now you're ready to move on because you've released a lot of stuff. And I feel like because you've had these epiphanies and you know exactly, like where you're wanting to go, where you're wanting to move on to, it's all about trusting and having faith and just being like, Spirit, catch me. Faith. Yeah. And knowing that it's going to be okay. It is freaking terrifying. And I'll be vulnerable with you, pile number 3. It is so hard as a person on YouTube to share these messages and stuff, knowing that I'm sitting at home in my room by myself talking to a camera and just trusting Spirit that these are going wherever they need to go. Like, I don't have control over this. And control is one of those things that makes us feel like, we're safe and we're secure, but it's an illusion. That's part of the underworld. It's like, well, control is not real. We do have control over ourselves and the actions we take, which I feel like is this new beginning that you need to do. But then you also have to have faith that Spirit's going to help you with getting this. Help you with getting the treasure, the abundance, the luck, the new beginnings. You know what? This is so interesting. There's a painting where they have like those two hands where it's like, or God, it's like something to do with faith, where it's just like maybe it's Adam and God, or I don't know what it is, but the image makes me see those two hands from that piece of art, and then also I'm hearing reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch me. Reach out and touch faith. The divine is asking you, here's my hand, take it. Like, you can be a way shower for people for this journey. You'll get a lot of happiness and wealth and abundance from it. You have the stability now and the strength to make this happen. Oh my gosh, I never noticed this before. This looks like a little horse. There's a constellation here that I've literally never seen in this card before. That makes me feel like this is one of your superpowers. Look at this abundance that it's going to bring. Like, you've integrated a very shadowy aspect of yourself, or like you've had to learn how to navigate, how to go. So I feel like your past, if you've had any, patterns of behavior, or like people, relationships, things that were like not really serving you, you've come and seen it for what it is, and you've done this transformation process, and now you can be a way shower and a leader for others who are like going through this kinds of stuff. Trust that what you're putting out into the world will be received. You just have to trust spirit, because you trust yourself. And if you don't trust yourself, I'd be very surprised, because you have King of Cups, and you have this very peaceful woman here, where it's just like, in your heart, you trust, and she's here too. The Queen is just like sitting here like, I've got this. Yes, strong Emperor energy. Like I feel like you just have to fall and like let it happen, because that's the piece that I feel like we're missing here. Like, just let it be. Do your thing. Shine your light. Let yourself be seen. Share your gifts. Be a light to others. Oh my gosh, yes, shine your light so the world can learn from you. So, however this applies to you, pile number 3, take that leap of faith. In February, you will be so happy that you did. It's going to lead you to a bright, beautiful new beginning, new threads of fate, new creations being molded. Follow your intuition. You're going to be so happy about this. Pile number 3, I'm so excited for you. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below if you feel called to share your story and let me know what you're doing in February. Sounds like it's going to be huge. So kudos to you. If you feel called to hit that like or subscribe button to get notified every time I upload a video, I will be having my career, money, finance video up in the next couple of days. So be on the lookout for that for February. If you would like to book a reading with me, you can do so by clicking in the link below in the description box, as I do offer one-on-one readings right now. But if you're ready to take that leap of faith, pile number 3, which I know you are, just set sail. Get going on it. You can do this. You are so supported. It's crazy. So supported. Sending you so much love, and we'll see you next time. Bye.